Well, hi there, it's Dave. As you can see, I had a little bit of a wood delivery today. This weekend we're gonna try to build a couple buildings on the farm. Need a little office so I could get out of the heat, and I also need a cooler, walk-in cooler, so that we can cool out the vegetables when they come off the farm, and you know, have the whole cleaning area and go back into the cooler to be nice and fresh for the market. So as you can see, I have these concrete piers on the ground. I'll flip it around here. So the concrete piers are on the ground. There'll be two buildings. They're not in exactly the right place right now, but the front is gonna be here, and I'm gonna build the buildings on these piers. I was gonna do a nice big concrete slab until I found out it was going to cost at least $13,000, and I didn't want to spend that, so I figured this is a lot cheaper option. So what I did was I put a pier here, there, and I took a stake and I staked the ground. You can still see the hole where it was, and then I ran a twine line down to this fence. You can barely see it, but there's a fence there. It's falling apart. I'm gonna have to put in a real fence, but that's my neighbor's fence. And I tied it there taut, so I knew how far it was from the fence. So the problem with my property is it looks square or rectangular, but it's really kind of a parallelogram if I remember my geometry. If you're looking at it this way, there's a slight angle this way on the property, and same thing with the other side. So it's not exactly square, but I would like, as I build the farm, I would like it to have a road down the middle and then have everything kind of lined up on one side and then lined up on the other side. So on this side, we're gonna have a couple buildings and then a greenhouse, and then the hoop houses will go this way, and then the back area will be perennial production. And on that side, which gets more sun, you're gonna have the outside garden plots. So I wanted it lined up with the road that I'm gonna put down the middle, but if I go straight down, you know, parallel with the roadway, it's eventually gonna get tighter on this side and wider on that side. So I'm kind of gonna try to keep it as straight as possible. So what I did was I put the first pier there, tied the twine, and then you'll see the second one. You'll see where I thought was even, that square, when I threw them down the other day, but really it was a couple feet to the left. So I had done too much of an angle basically. But if you see the stake and the line going to the fence line there, I'm assuming, maybe poorly assuming, that fence line goes pretty much down the length of our property lines between me and my neighbor. But I could be wrong, so hopefully it works. If not, it won't be that big a deal, because I'm still, you know, this, if you see where the road line is, I'm still a good 10 to 15 feet back from that. So, and I wanted to keep a little bit of space there so that first I can make the front look a little nicer in front of the office maybe, and secondly I was probably going to build a ramp so I can put stuff in the vehicles when I send it off to market. So anyway, that's what I'm doing here today. We'll get some footage of the build out, and this might be part of that whole video, but you can see I bought a lot of wood, and hopefully enough for two little buildings. I might need a little bit more. I was thinking, I didn't think about the top caps that I'm going to need on the building, and you know, eventually I'm going to have roofing material and drip you know, edge and stuff like that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye. So this is what we got done so far. Took a while to get everything square. Once we got it square, it went pretty fast. 2x8s, and then there's 2x6s this way. You see this?
Floor joist, honey.
Yeah, floor joist. So if you notice that little silvery stuff, that's a double bubble tape wrap. That I noticed that some people who do homesteading or cabins in the woods and build, they really like this stuff. It does a really good job of insulation underneath. Here in Texas, it gets very hot, so I figured, what the hell, let's give it a try. Maybe I'll keep it a little bit cooler in my little office. This is the office. The one over there, that's what it's gonna be, the cooler, little walk-through cooler. So we got a few of the plywood pieces on. They're just nailed down in corners. We're gonna screw them down tomorrow. We've got a lot of wood left. Hopefully no one steals it tonight because it's not really covered anymore. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's gonna be about 10 feet in the back and about 8 feet in the front, and it'll slant down this way, because back here where I'm standing is going to be the wash station area, so we don't want the water pouring into the wash station. That would be bad. So anyway, this day one, very thankful my friend Nolan came. I'll show a picture up there. He doesn't want to be on video, but I got a picture I snuck, so he's going to be on the picture at least. So but he did come and help us out. It was a big help. And we'll see you next time. We'll get some more footage tomorrow. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Well, day 2 is in the books of the big farm building build. I'll flip the camera around here and you can see what we've done. We got 2 walls up, and you can see we have a door and some windows, but I'll let you see for yourself. Hold on a sec. There we go. That's what we got so far. There's just me and Jason today. No one couldn't come today. He had church. He's a church goer. And we got 2 windows and a door. Hopefully we measured those properly. One thing I wasn't planning on it being as tall as it is. So they're 10-foot wall in the back and it's 8 foot in the front. I wanted to have a slope so that the rain would come off, but I didn't really take into account that we're also almost 2 feet off the ground. It's 1 foot 10 inches, and then with the top cap, it's gonna be a 12-foot roof, so that's pretty high. So it's gonna be fun putting the roof on. So
1, 2, 3, not it.
Yeah, Jason doesn't want to do it. I don't
like heights.
I don't love heights either, but
Matt,
I'm not like scared of heights. I just don't want to fall off from something high, so it doesn't really bother me that much. So I guess it'll be fine. I'm thinking if I do the roofing materials, and then we put the I'm putting on a metal roof. If I do them as I go, we might be able to work our way from the far end to this end all at once, and then I don't know, we'll see. Not sure if that's the best route, or if I should get the roofing, down first and then go up with the metal roof. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, this is what we've done. It's still pretty everything's pretty even when we use level with the level, and we check it all out. It's not really sinking anywhere. And the walls are nice and straight, and
Hopefully.
It took a while to get everything done, and we still have a few screws or nails that have to go in, but I think the framing looks pretty good so far. Anyway, that's it. Day 2 in the books. Well, it's the end of day 3 of the office build. We have 4 walls, top plates. The rafters have been cut, which was a little bit of math issues, trying to figure out the right angles and stuff. We had it originally cut it and then tried to put it up and it was way off. But when we flipped it around, it was just right. So I guess with geometry, the way it went, it was backwards. I don't know. But it worked out in the end. But it was a lot of little cutting and, you know, making little rafters. And anyone who's done this before probably knows that could be kind of hard. Anyway, it's pretty solid. Shake it, and it's pretty solid. Once the rafters go on and all the sheathing, it's going to be pretty good building, I think. So I'm pretty happy with it. Many thanks to my friend John, I used to work with. He came out. He's a Boy Scout extraordinaire. He, you know, he's been part of that for a long time, and now he helps run a Boy Scout troop. So he was instrumental in helping me with all this. We had a good day, he and I, putting it all together. Everything went pretty well. We caught each other's mistakes, mostly mine, and didn't have to backtrack much at all. So it was pretty nice, pretty happy. Those you'll see they're a little bit long there, but they'll be cut off eventually. I just didn't do that yet. But we made rafters, and next thing we're gonna do is put up sheathing and do the roof, and then I'll have an actual building, I think. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do much more this week. Jason's going out of town for work, and then he's going up to Nebraska to finish the farm sale and Christmas, and I'll be up for Christmas. So there's a lot going on right now. We'll see. I think my friend Matt's gonna come this weekend and help me. But I don't know how much more I can do until I get some more help. Can't do much by myself. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Bye. So I'm out here, it's raining. I had to meet my, I'm getting a Morton building put in, if anyone knows what those are. They're a great company. They build long lasting sheds and farm buildings and things like that, basically storage buildings. I need a shed for my new toys. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but I got a mini subcompact tractor, a John Deere 1025R. It's got a bucket and a excavator on it, and it's raining. I don't know if we can see. It's raining out here. Of course, it was perfectly fine, and then it started raining as soon as me and the Morton building guy, Nathan, came. But in a way, it's good because we just put the roof on the building, and I'm trying to see if it's working. And so far, I'm not getting wet. It's raining pretty good right now. So I'm pretty happy that my building is dry. There's a little bit of water on the floor over here, but that's because I didn't finish the caulking around the door. But so far so good with the rain on the roof. So I guess my roof is holding up pretty good. I was a little worried about it, honestly. So anyway, I'm happy, and talk to you later. Bye.